Hi everyone, I know it's a bit of a different video today. I'm at Celtic Park. Somehow, for some reason, I've been let into Celtic Park because Celtic have put on a very special media day today to look ahead to the Celtic women's match up against Hibernian that's here at Celtic Park on Saturday. Now, today I'll be speaking to their player Caitlin Hayes as well as the first team player Anthony Ralston. So we're going to get to ask both players some questions on what's to come, obviously women's team, men's team, etc. So let's just get into how it went today. The first team have been getting plaudits for the style of football they're playing under Ange this season, but you guys play quite a similar style, don't you? Kind of attractive football.
Yeah, we just like I said, we all buy in as individual players and then as a team collectively to just buy into Fran's philosophy and Fran's ethos and just continue to work hard and work on that, and then ultimately, as long as we keep the mindset of belief, then we end up setting ourselves up pretty well.
And in terms of the opportunity of playing here, as Fran said, anything about the chance you have really to really put on a great performance and, you know, entice fans that are coming to watch you maybe for the first time?
That man's been excited for this moment since this moment has been revealed. Yes. Oh, he's already got it steamed and everything. But yeah, it's a great moment for him, just as it is for everyone else involved, and that's not just for the players on the pitch or the players in the stand, it's for everyone that's involved, and it's just a moment that honestly I can't wait to be a part of, and like I said, fingers crossed all goes well and it'll be the 3 points back at Celtic Park.
All the best, hope it goes well.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Caitlin. First of all, big occasion on Saturday. How are you feeling and looking forward to it?
It's huge. Can't wait. It's one of those things that you can't really put into words, to play on this park, to play in that strip. It's a massive moment. I can't wait to share it with the girls and to just bask in the glory of playing at Parkhead, I guess.
Yeah. Personally, I've been to a few games this season and I understand how close-knit group you are, especially Fran, a very passionate manager. He's been here for the derby before. How excited is he about this fixture?
Well, I think he could be playing on a Sunday League park or here, and his excitement will be exactly the same, and it's something that's unwavering about him is his excitement. Yeah. And that's something we can really rely on as a team, and we obviously feed off that as energy is reciprocated throughout. And yes, to just play on this park on Sunday will take it to the whole new levels for the rest of us, but not necessarily for Fran. I think he'll be the constant irate character that he is.
Yeah.
Caitlin, it's a place that you've played football before. It must be really exciting to have the opportunity to do this again, but what advice would you give to some of the younger members of the squad or some of the players who haven't been out on?
I think it's really difficult. I think it's really difficult sometimes to turn off from the occasion and not to drown in that occasion. So just focus on what you focus on every day in training. That's just giving you all and knowing ultimately what it means to put that shirt on and to just give your all for the shirt and for your teammates around you. Then it doesn't matter who's here or where you play, that you just always give yourself 100% effort.
Yeah. One of the things Fran's talked about recently, especially playing at places like Peters Hill, is you know, the different size parks and pitches and different surfaces that you play on. Have you done anything different in training this week to prepare for playing at Celtic Park?
No, we just do what we normally do. Like I said, I'm not necessarily that person that pays too much attention to all the ins and outs. Just as long as we concentrate on the, like I said, your effort and your dedication and your determination in the game, then hopefully we'll just do what we do and reap the 3 points.
Yeah, absolutely. And exciting to have fans in the stadium, hopefully a bigger crowd than you're normally used to.
Yes, fingers crossed. Obviously the amount of people we get here will, no matter if it's one or two, it'll be more than what we had last year, so we're already grateful for that moment, and obviously just to share it with friends and family will be an occasion like no other, and then obviously to get hopefully a few more fans will just add to the occasion of what already is going to be a great day.
Caitlin, we've seen a lot of developments in women's football in Scotland over the last year, couple of years. Well, there's a way to go, but we are seeing them. How important is it to the development of women's football that we do see women's teams have access to facilities like this and pitches like this for the games?
I think it's huge. I think it's an opportunity for young girls to see us walking out and to think I can be there. Obviously they love coming and watching the men, and that's a great occasion in itself, but there's a fair few people in this stand that can never reach that moment, but hopefully on Sunday there's a few girls in that crowd and they just see us and they think I want to be them one day, and then we'll leave the game in a better place than we found it, and then it'll be over to them to take over.
And we've talked about how good an opportunity it is for you and the girls to play here at Celtic Park, but how good an opportunity is it for the fans as well, that the club are giving season ticket holders in particular the chance to come along and see the women's team so that they can have that investment in the women's game and have that buy-in?
It's massive, it's massive. It only takes one time to become hooked by something, and hopefully we can put on a good performance. And like I said, as long as they turn up and claim their ticket for their season ticket, then hopefully we show on the park that we're not that far behind the men, and hopefully we can just do the shirt justice, and it means as much to us as it does the men, and hopefully it's a good day and they can enjoy it, and then they're hooked and they'll hopefully come back.
Let's hope so. And just finally from me, we're playing Hibs, who sit in 4th, obviously with Celtic in 3rd. What do you expect from the Hibs team that we're going to play? Obviously took points off us earlier in the season. Is that something that you're planning on putting right here on Saturday?
Yeah, we're always, the draw last time hurt like a loss, and hopefully we don't drop any points this time, and we're not going in with the mindset of that intention or for that ever to happen again, and hopefully we can put that right. But we respect all fair none in terms of Hibs. We know they're a great outfit, and as long as we can control what we can control, then ultimately I think the 3 points will be staying here at Celtic Park.
Anthony, just on the manager, I think it's quite well known that he likes to keep his distance from the players. He doesn't go in the dressing room too much before games. How do you find that as a player? Do you quite like it?
Yeah, it's a good question. I don't really know how to answer it, but he's clearly working. As a team, we're all together, and that's what he's brought since he's come in, a real unity, and giving each player exactly, everyone knows their role in the team, so the way he's done it has been working.
We've spoke to a few of his former players, and he said that one thing that's great about him is his team talks. Mm-hmm. How have you found them, and is there one that kind of sticks out, before a game?
Not particularly, but I think what the gaffer would want me is keep everything on the hush, so that's exactly what we'll be doing at the minute. And these type of questions, I won't dive too much into it, but he's a great manager, and as you can see, we're getting the results, and as a team we're all gelled brilliantly, with the different boys coming from different countries, and that's part of the gaffer as well, that we've come all in together and we're playing the way we are.
I think you're probably quite unfortunate not to be in the Scotland squad. Obviously there's other players away in international duty. What's it like when they're all away, away for training? I take it you're all in like a WhatsApp group. Are you still, getting updates from your teammates that are away?
Not too much, but the boys that are away, they'll go and do their international duty, and the boys that are here, like I said, we come together and make good sessions in together over a course of a 3-4 day period, and they're good sessions as well. And then, like I said, you get a wee bit of time off to kind of refresh and come back better after.
And just looking forward to Ibrox now, a big game.
Yeah, no, it is. But as I said previous, as a team we're very calm, and we know we need to take each game as it comes. We're aware it's a big game, but as they all are, because obviously we want to really kick on to the end of the season and get where we want to be. So
we're obviously here today to promote the women's game who are playing Hibs here at the weekend. Now for the girls, this is a really special occasion and they're very excited about it. You're well versed at playing here at Celtic Park, but is it still just as special every time you come out that tunnel and play in front of the fans here?
Yeah, for sure. You never really quite get used to it when you come out to a full house here. They're the best fans in the world, so it's a privilege to come out and play in front of them, and I know all the boys feel the same. So yeah, it's important for the women's team as well that they feel that, and it should be a brilliant day for them.
Yeah, let's hope so. You're a father to a young girl as well. How important is it for young girls to be able to see and have access to the women's team so that they can see and emulate their heroes like Caitlin Hayes and Kelly Clark?
Yeah, for sure. The young girls that will come out of the weekend and come here, maybe give them a real inspiration to something that a path they can go down and they can do, and seeing the women's team play as well, and that's obviously something that then they could become interested in, and I think that's important as well. And you never know, maybe my wee girl can have the football boots on one day. I'm not too sure yet, but we'll see.
Do you think she could be a full back like you?
We'll see. I think maybe she'll be more, maybe a striker, maybe more technical than me, but we'll see.
We'll see. But for the men as well, there's a lot of big games coming up here at Celtic Park and away from home as well. There's a feeling amongst the fans that every game's like a cup final. How's that in the dressing room? What's the feeling, and how are the players handling the pressure associated with this stage of the season?
Yeah, we're all very calm. Our attitude as a team, everyone together, is that we take each game as it comes. Every game is important, we're aware of that, but it's about coming into training and just focusing on each game, like I said, each game as it comes, So we're all in a good place. Just hope everyone can come back from international healthy, and we can really kick on the last part of the season.
Just touching on the international duty, obviously there's a lot of players away at the moment on international duty. How has that affected the training at Lennoxtown, and how is the dynamic altered with having players away on international duty?
Yeah, so there's the boys that don't travel, we come together and we have a good week's training. It's good for all the lads to come in and get good sessions in together, focus on what you need to work on. You know, when you don't have a game coming up at the weekend, it's a good time that you can really focus on each individual thing that you need to do when you're not kind of focusing on a game coming up. And then at the end of it, we get a wee bit of time off, which is nice to have a bit of downtime, a bit of family time, and gets you re-energised to come back and have a good kick on the last bit of the season.
Just going back to playing this game here in this stadium, what advice would you give to the girls who aren't as used to playing in such a big stadium in front of so many people, you know, to take on that big occasion?
Just to enjoy it, just to enjoy every minute, take it all in. You know, they're all pretty fantastic players, so it's just about believing in yourself and kind of just when you're in that position and you're out, the funny thing is you kind of, you know, you definitely know they're there, but you kind of just focus on what you need to do, and they'll absolutely love it. You know, they're amazing support, and hopefully they'll come out and support the team.
Yeah, and what about playing on the different size of pitch? You're used to it week in, week out. You play in a similar position to Caitlin, who we're going to talk to you later. What sort of advice would you give to her about covering the ground in somewhere like here?
Get a good night's sleep. No, just like I said, all day enjoy it. You know, it's brilliant. It's a great experience. You know, there's no better place to come out in front of fans than here, so and I'm sure they'll all enjoy it.
Natasha touched on it about, you know, the girls being role models for younger girls playing football, but is the growth of the game over the last 2 years and the attention that it's had, is that something that you've noticed and that the sort of first team have noticed?
Yeah, you know, I feel that the women's game's come on brilliantly, which it should, and you know, for all the young girls that, you know, with social media nowadays and things like that, they'll be able to see that as well, and it can give them a real inspiration to kick on, and that be something they could get involved in as well.
Andy, first of all, thanks for speaking to us. Not to compare the women's team and the men's team this year, but you're very similar in that you won a trophy this season so far, got to the later stages of the cup. What advice would you give to some of the ladies in the team who maybe haven't had silverware before, and how to keep focused when there's so much to play for and so much going on at the end of the season? Yeah,
no, just to believe in yourself, just to believe in each other as a team, and also individually as well, that you've got it in you to really push on and to win what you're involved in, and you know, and they've already had that experience of winning a trophy earlier on in the season. So they've already had that experience behind the belt, both as a team and individually, so I'm sure they can kick on and do it again. Yeah.
And it was touched on earlier, but what's a couple of kind of coping mechanisms you had of dealing with this atmosphere for the very first time that you could pass on to the women?
You know, just to kind of, it's at the beginning, you know, you're took back every time, but you know, as you kind of gradually go on and you kind of get used to it, time kind of helps with that. So in terms of them, like I said previous as well, just need to enjoy it, take it all in, and enjoy it as much as they can, and you know, just focus on what they do day in, day out, and that's play football at the end of the day. So, and I'm sure they'll be absolutely fine.
Yeah, and of course you've been here for so long, you know how thick the Celtic songbook is just now, and a few players this season. Jota certainly got one, and are you hoping for a song for yourself soon? Is that
That's not for me to say. It's not for me to say. Maybe one day, but we'll see.
So a big thanks to Caitlin Hayes and to Anthony Ralston for giving up a little bit of their time to chat to me and the rest of the fan media earlier today. Great to be at Celtic Park in the sunshine. It's looking absolutely spectacular. Can't wait to get back here the next time we have a match. If you're wanting to come to the game on Saturday, Celtic Women against Hibernian, you can still buy tickets. If you're a season ticket holder, you get in for free, I believe. They've sold a good amount of tickets so far, so we're looking forward to that. Just also while I'm on, big thanks to everyone who watched the video yesterday with Andy Harper, getting really good reviews from that, so really appreciate all of the effort you put in to watch the video, and if you commented, I do appreciate it as well. I've not been able to get through every comment because there's loads of them, but I am seeing them, and I appreciate the effort. Andy was great to chat to. He was the star of the interview. I was just asking the questions, but yeah, we've got far more to come over the international break. We'll be back tomorrow on the channel when we'll have Jackie McNamara on, chatting about all the things that are happening, and there's a good bit of news despite it being the international break. But for now, from Celtic Park, I'll say goodbye. Goodbye.